Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another talk show, Coffee with Mickey, live with the Canterbury Technical Institute today. So we've got a special guest here. I think it's been a while. The last time I had Rahul here was during the COVID
That's right.
lockdowns. We had a chat together, and welcome back again.
It's good to be back. Thank you for having me.
Post-COVID, post-pandemic, hopefully.
Yeah. Back to normalcy now.
Back to normal.
Yeah.
Are you face to face now? Let me ask.
Yeah, we're back face to face.
Face to face, yeah. So, guys, if you don't already know Rahul Fernandez is the principal of Canterbury Technical Institute, which is in Brisbane, and we will be discussing some course options and prospects, even for offshore or onshore students who are already in Australia, who are looking to change their course, who's come into a different course and looking for prospects of permanent residency pathway courses, or maybe drop down to a different level of education. So we'll discuss that in detail, but I'll leave the ball with Rahul firstly to talk a little bit about his institute, to introduce his institute to you all guys, and where is it coming from and where we located and how long has they been in operation. So Rahul, if you could tell our audience about yourself and your institute, that'll be great. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mickey and Sirus Migration, for having me again.
Yes.
It feels like it forever, but I know we only were here during COVID, and I thank you for the opportunity to speak to the viewers. Well, as Mickey said, my name is Rahul. I'm the principal at the Canterbury Technical Institute. We are located in Brisbane, right in the heart of the city on Adelaide Street. We currently have 2 floors within the campus, level 1 and level 8, that can accommodate up to 800 international students. We're currently sitting at 600 international students at the moment. I guess with COVID or without COVID, we seem to have thrived during these conditions, and those 600 students, Mickey, have represented from 44 different nationalities. So it's quite a diverse nationality mix. We offer courses in business management, project management, IT, which includes cybersecurity, programming, cloud architecture, game art and design, and even the advanced diploma of IT, telecommunications, network engineering. Mm-hmm. And within hospitality, of course, which is very, very popular, we do the certificate 4 in commercial cookery as well. So we were started up in 2008, really small. But the last 14 and a half years, the world has been very kind, and we've grown, and we've now got 20 courses on our scope. And like I said before, we cater to students from all parts of the world.
That's amazing. Thank you very much, Rahul. And guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment box below, and we'll try to answer them as we go. But if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel or to our Facebook page, please do that now, so we keep you updated with the latest information that's coming through from the migration news or the education news at the same time. So about news about this week, nothing lately too much from the department of the 2-year extension of the bachelor's and the master program. The 485 visa will be announced very soon. It is in progress, and I think it will be actualized and not anything less than October, not this month. And other than that, we've had some successful week. We've had about 10 visa granted last week, and there's even more coming through. The week before there was about 8, and then 10 last week, and this week we've had only about 3 as yet. Hopefully there's going to be more good news for the clients from Sri Lanka and India and Pakistan, that we've been getting a positive visa outcome for all these students from that region lately. About the demand roles, so we were discussing with me and Rahul, how the government introduced the top 10 in demand roles, what is going to be the projection for the next couple of years post-COVID. So here's a screenshot on your screen, so you can see, on number 5 and 6 there's ICT business and system analyst, and number 6 is software and application programs that Rahul does introduce to himself in there that they've got IT courses, and chefs on number 8. So chefs has always been in demand, and I think they will always be. So we'll discuss in details about the different programs that are being offered at Canterbury Technical Institute. So if you are currently working in the industry, you might have different options as compared to those students who have recently come to Australia. So let's just talk about onshore students who have recently come to Australia, or who might have just completed their first course and wanting to look into different course options. So commercial cookery is one of the courses that are being offered at Canterbury Technical Institute. Certificate 4 plus a diploma of hospitality is what they offer as a package or individual. So what is the price range we're looking at, Rahul, the combined package offer?
Yeah, so the certificate 4 in commercial cookery, which is the 1.5 year course, 78 weeks. If you package that with the diploma of hospitality management, which is 26 weeks or 6 months, as we more commonly known it as, if you get the package offer, then we're looking at a 2-year package, and currently we're offering that at 15,500 for onshore students. Yes.
So is that including all the extra material fees and admission fees that usually the college charges?
That's
15,500. So all up 15,500 you have to pay in 2 years, which can be divided into some installments.
Correct.
And they can do 22 installments for you. So approximately $670 a week. A month. Week, yeah. Wish. So $670 a month is the installment if you want to study commercial cookery with CTI. If you are enrolled in a different course and you are wanting to come and change your course into commercial cookery, have a career as a chef, here's the chance to get this offer for yourself. And if you are offshore, you're wanting to study commercial cookery, it's going to be a different price. Obviously, that is $22,000 for 2 years. So if you want to directly enroll into commercial cookery. So if you are on a tourist visa, if you are here in Australia on a visitor visa, what price bracket are we talking about? Are we talking about onshore or offshore if they are here on a visitor visa?
Well, if they're here, then the onshore price kicks in for those students, because they're here. The reason obviously offshore pricing is priced at that because of the amount of work, as you know, that's involved in getting a student from offshore. But once the student has arrived, I mean, half the work is already done, which is why that reduced pricing in there. But coming back to your question earlier, 15,500 for those that are wondering what's included. Of course, it includes the tuition fees, but it also includes the uniform and the toolkit. Now, many of you that are potentially looking at commercial cookery, you know that chef's knives, the piping molds, the dessert, even the uniform in itself, if you go out and look and start to shop for yourself, they can get really, really expensive. So that's all part of what we provide, the tuition fees or the course fees as we call it, and of course you're covering the cost of ingredients as well as part of the course. So yes, students
all material fees, all the course material fees is included in this price. So you can't get a better price than this anywhere in Brisbane, trust me guys. So if you are already here in Australia and you are looking to switch to a course to become a chef, have a career as a chef, so they got a professional kitchen. You don't have to wander around from the city to somewhere else to another outsourced location where you have to go and you do your practicals. You just come to the college on Adelaide Street, you do your practicals here, you do your theory here. Everything is in-house, so in the same building. And I have been to the college and it's an amazing facility. They've got amazing trainers, chefs, professional chefs actually training your students there.
Minimum, like we've recently had a team and we were just jokingly putting it around as to how many years of experience each of them had, and we went around with the 3 or 4 chefs that we have on campus, and there's about, if you put their culmination of their experience, there's close to about 100 years of experience in that same room, so it's fantastic to just to know that the students are being put and placed into the right hands.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Rahul. And we'll move on to our next topic, which is the diploma and the advanced diploma of IT. So this is a little bit of complex situation here for me, but it's easy for Rahul. He's been doing this for a while. So they've got a diploma in IT, which has got different majors that you can choose from, and then add on an advanced diploma of IT, which could be general IT or telecommunication. So it's a whole mix of variety of majors you could choose from. So what are the majors that they can go for, and when we're talking about IT diploma?
Within the diploma of IT, Mickey, you've got 6 different specializations.
Right.
So for those that are looking to have a change in career or change in course because they've been studying for something for way too long, they've got the option of starting with a diploma of IT and a general course, because that is what we call a foundation course.
Yeah.
And then once they've got their foundation, which is really solid, rock solid, they can build on that. So they can either use that as what we call a launch pad, or as a stepping stone to get into cybersecurity, game art and design, cloud architecture, or even advanced programming. And like as you well pointed out before, on that skill list, I think number 5, number 6, you've got programmers in there, you've got the ICT in there, which becomes a really good option for students.
Yes, that's good. So, as I mentioned earlier, so you have an option to choose your major in your diploma of IT, whatever you prefer, out of those 6 majors that they have, and then progress into an advanced diploma of IT. And then in advanced diploma, again, you have an option whether you want to go for general advanced diploma or you want to take telecommunication networking as the major. So the pricing is different, obviously. I'll give you an example. We had a student yesterday, I think, with Rahul, who wanted to pick up a diploma in cybersecurity and advanced diploma in general. So that was the package price was pretty amazing for what we've seen as compared to other institutes. So it was a 2-year package for $10,000. So the student is actually going to pay $10,000 studying for 2 years. But beware, this does not lead to a telecommunication network engineer, which is on the long-term migration list. But if you want to take up the second year into advanced diploma of telecommunication network engineering, nonetheless you can do that as well. And the cost price, the fees for that is, I think, $15,000, 15,500.
Correct, that's correct, yes. For the
$15,500 for 2 years, which gives you a skill assessment as a network planner or telecommunication technologist or a field engineer, telecommunication field engineer. You also would be eligible for a 485 visa post disqualification. Doesn't matter if you go for a general or the telecommunication specialization. Other than this, we also have an option for those students who are already in Australia and they've been doing a different course and they are working in the hospitality industry maybe. So if you have already got an experience in the hospitality industry, in the kitchen or in general hospitality area, so you could do a commercial cookery course, which is Certificate 4 in commercial cookery on a faster track. We were just discussing earlier before we started this live that how fast they can finish this course. What are the conditions for those students to complete that course to get skilled ready as a chef? So I'll ask Rahul to brief it to you quickly. So what kind of students are we talking about to complete that course in almost 1 year time, rather than spending 2 years in doing the same course of commercial cookery in Certificate 4 and hospitality? So we'll keep the hospitality portion out. We're just talking about the Certificate 4 in commercial cookery for now.
That's correct, yes. So essentially, Mickey, what you're saying is the students, what we have is we call it a condensed version or fast track version, or there's many names. We call it truncated version of the Certificate 4 in commercial cookery. So typically a student coming in with no experience would do it, or very little experience would do it for 1.5 years. We're looking at now experienced, skilled students who are working in the kitchen but just don't have that piece of paper, that qualification to prove that they have got those necessary skills. So we're looking at a 1 year course for students who are currently working in the kitchen or have got previous experience here onshore in Australia. And how we manage to do that, or how we manage to fast track these students, is almost through a recognition of prior learning that they've had in the kitchen. Is what we're saying is, hey, look, bring in that evidence, show us how you've done this, And when they come into the kitchen, obviously their skills, just say for instance, their knife skills are a little more advanced
Yeah.
as compared to when a student just
Absolutely.
first starts up. So in that sense, we're able to make judgments and outcomes very quickly, and able to obviously give them their qualification in a much faster time frame.
That's great. Thank you very much, Rahul. And before we wrap up this session today, if you have got any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment box below, and we'll come back and answer to your questions as soon as we can. And you can get in contact with us on any of the numbers or email address or WhatsApp number given below, and we'll be more than happy to book a consultation with you guys at an appropriate time, sometime later on this week or next week. But before we go, we want to give you a special offer promotion for CTI. So if you are in Australia and you are looking forward to enrolling into CTI, CTI will give you an option to enroll, give you a COE for a deposit of only $500 to start with. They understand your financial situations. If you've got obviously more money to put it towards the deposit, you're more than welcome to. So if you are not in that financial stages, that you've recently come to Australia, or you short of finance at this stage, so here's a promotional offer for you. So $500 for a COE, and the balance could be set into equal installments.
That's correct,
over
yes.
the time period of 2 years.
Or the duration of the course.
Duration of the course, whatever is less, depending on what course you're taking up. As I said earlier, if you were, for example, taking up commercial cookery package for 2 years and you put a $500 deposit, so you'll be looking at about $650 a month for the balance of the course to be split up into equal installments. So there could be nothing great than this, to have an international education in Australia with that kind of a money, and fulfill your visa conditions and come out with a 485 visa for 2 years work, post-study work permit, and lead your way to permanent residency. Who knows, so good luck with your future if you don't get back to us regarding your query. But if you have anything that concerns you with this today's conversation and this video, please feel free to give a call, and we will be more than happy to contact you. Or if you want to visit the campus, Canterbury Technical Institute, just on 333 Adelaide Street, Brisbane City. So you can catch up there, give them a call, or catch up with Rahul. He'll be more than happy to give you a tour of the college. If you want to see the campus or ask any questions, please feel free to contact us. And thank you very much, Rahul, for joining me today, and hopefully we'll see you again next week with a new guest and more information on the migration and education news. Thank you, Rahul.
Thank you, Mickey. Thank you for having me.
See you guys.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.